What is going on? David C. Camera Guy here, jmavsinc. Welcome to the first YouTube video for the year. Happy New Year, welcome to 2020. Let's get started. From the thumbnail, you kind of figured out what's actually going on here. Yes, I picked up the Canon EOS R in 2020. And if you watch this channel, you would see that I actually used a lot of Canon cameras when I was first starting out. I actually started shooting videos with the Canon T3. I love to use Canon systems because they just work, you know, and they're like the best for creating online content like this. It doesn't take as much to, you know, get the colors right and the auto white balance and the white balance and all that other stuff, but that's not what you're here for. You want to know why I picked up the Canon EOS R, and it's really simple. When I first saw this camera, just like everybody else, I wasn't impressed with the specs. I felt like Canon always crippled themselves when they cut out a lot of features that, you know, they couldn't easily put in these cameras in a firmware update. And I don't know why they do that, but the EOS R just wasn't appealing at the point in time when, you know, it came out. So like I normally do with a lot of cameras that I decide to pick up, I wait it out and I see, like, you know, what's the noise in the market on if there's any updates or if anything significant came out, and some updates did come out for this camera, improving the autofocus, the eye autofocus. Just seeing so many people start to use the EOS R, you know, I actually used my friend's own for a minute and was like, this actually feels kind of good. And especially working with the new RF glass lenses, it's literally, it just works, you know. Like, this reminds me of my 6D Mark II in a way, but like improved, you know. It's a good form factor, the grip is nice, the lenses are, the mount is actually way bigger than I thought, and the lenses are kind of bigger than I thought, but I mean, I don't mind. It's a nice form factor where it fits in my travel bag, so I don't really mind, you know. Another big thing on the EOS R that automatically kills it is this one thing here. This saves so much time when it comes to framing up shots and everything, because right now I'm shooting on my A7 III and I have to put the Atomos Ninja 5 on top of this just to frame up this shot, because I'm not sure, you know, how I would look if I couldn't see the shot. So this right here actually kills so much, you know, and I really appreciate Canon for always having their flippy screen. Of course, there's negatives about the camera. There's a super crop in 4K, but that doesn't really bother me, simply because, like, I'm used to shooting on the A7 III with prime lenses, and with the prime lenses, what usually happens is that I crop in using the crop mode to actually get different shots. So it's you know, I guess it's crippling for some people, but I don't really mind. You know, I would just switch from, I shoot 1080p for a lot of my stuff anyway, and I just up-res it to 4K, so it really doesn't matter to me. In that sense, I would shoot 1080p if I'm using a wide lens, and then if I need to get a closer shot in, then I would just crop in, you know. And it's good for when you're using prime lenses, because I can have two focal lengths in a prime lens. So with this 35mm 1.8, you know, I can shoot regularly at 35 and 1080p, and then if I need to crop in to get a closer shot, I can shoot that in 4K. And there's also dual pixel autofocus in 4K, and we all know that Canon has great autofocus, you know. Before we continue on talking about the EOS R, I just want to tell you guys that you can make sure go and check out the website www.jmavsinc.com. That's where you can go and see a full portfolio of everything that I've been doing. That's from music video work to commercials to event coverage to all of that, photography. My Instagram, my self-fi store is linked there. You can see there and get my products, what I use, and just go and check out the website. Let's get back into the video. So outside of that, the only other weird thing I would say is the touchpad. This touchpad that comes on the back of the camera, this is super weird. Like, I had to play around with this a lot. I mean, I started to understand it now, and I have it set to switch my focus modes. So when I need to just switch my focus modes on the fly, it kind of comes in handy. And switching from video mode to photo mode is also kind of weird. You know, I feel like they could have just have a quick switch, but it's like you have to press mode and then you have to press info and it switches over. I mean, it's just muscle memory. You know, these are little nitpicks that you're not gonna die if you have this camera and it'd be like, oh my god, I can't just switch it. I mean, now Sony does make it a bit easier with the A7 III. You know, I switched from movie to S and Q with one little dial, but I mean, you know, yeah. The menu system has always been the same. You know, you can never complain about Canon's menu system. It's just easy to use. It's touchscreen. You can do whatever you need to do. I'm quite sure that I'm gonna do cinematic settings with this camera, because you know we do have C-Log in this camera. Now that was another big thing for me. C-Log is phenomenal. I have used profiles close to C-Log, but not the actual C-Log, and trust me, C-Log is a lifesaver. It's so easy to work with, and the colors just look great. I actually have some footage that I did with this 35mm f1.8 lens. I'm gonna do a separate review on this as well, but this is super sharp. It gets super close because this is actually a macro lens, and the colors just coming out of C-Log is super crazy. You know, I'm gonna run some B-roll so you can see exactly what it was I was doing with this particular camera. But in terms of photography, you know, I'm gonna throw up some quick pictures as well so you can see just how sharp and just how easy it is to achieve colors on this particular lens and this camera system. In this day and age, it's so easy to just update cameras with firmware updates, but you know, these companies, instead of just bringing out one camera, they want to bring out multiple of cameras and this and that. But I feel like the EOS R is definitely a solid pickup. It's definitely going to be the workhorse for creating my online content, getting dope photos, and when I'm traveling. I actually wanted to sell this A7 III, but I don't know. I think I'm going to change my mind about that, because the A7 III is just awesome in low light. And when I'm doing a lot of event coverage, it's definitely something that I'm not gonna be used to, not being able to like basically see in the dark. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna actually keep the A7 III, but definitely the Canon EOS R is a great pickup. Awesome pickup. I would recommend you picking it up. It has a few little gripes, but every camera has a few little gripes, and you're not gonna be 100% satisfied with every system. So yeah, that's the Canon EOS R. So what I want to do this year, a little different than what we did last year, is that I want to engage with you guys a little more. So I would appreciate all the comments. Comment something, anything underneath this video. I'm gonna highlight these comments in our next video just to keep you guys engaged with me. You know, you can follow me on Instagram at Davis the Camera Guy. Ask me questions. I've had people literally say, "Dude, I never thought you were gonna answer." Trust me, I'm a real humble guy. Like I know what it is to not be able to get replies and stuff from creators and this and that, and you know, that's kind of whack, and I don't want to be that kind of person. So like I say, just leave a comment below, ask me any question. I will try my best to answer as much as possible. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It actually takes like 1 second just to go down and hit the subscribe button below. Also hit the bell notification so you can be notified that when I upload a new video. I'm gonna try and be as consistent as possible to upload these videos to you guys. That's more tutorials, more gear reviews, just everything. So I'm Davis the Camera Guy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.